Previously on Cave-In.
5, 4, 3, 2, Happy New Year! Wow, that was a great rehearsal, Trollbot. Let's reset. We'll do it again at midnight.
Beneath the earth.
Welcome to Cave-In, the monthly live stream where your misery is my joy. I am Weldon the I.T guy doing the job that nobody else wants to do. Being me. It ain't that easy being me, believe me. Tried to find somebody else to fill in for me once in a while, but even Trollbot's too smart for that. Of course, this isn't the worst job in the world. Oh, wait! Yes, it is! You know, but it reminds me of other really lousy jobs I've had over the years. You know, doing things like, let me think. I worked as a sewage inspector, yeah. A dartboard team goalkeeper, oh, that was sticky. Kamala Harris's press secretary, a coxswain, which, you know, really isn't a bad job, it just sounds disgusting. Yep, I've tried a few miserable jobs in my time, which I am happy to share with you, so you will feel as crappy as I do. But fair is fair, folks, you know. I want to know about your misery tonight. Yes. Have you ever had a lousy job? Or a lousy boss? Well, if yes, then just call here tonight and tell us all about it. Hey, it's therapy for you, content for me. Now, if by chance you've never had a lousy job or a lousy boss, then obviously you never worked a day in your sorry life. Okay, but I actually wouldn't mind hearing about how you pull that off either. So, you know, you can call in too. Yeah, that's what this show's all about. And speaking of doing a lousy job, you might recall that I was planning to outfit Trollbot over here with a brand new bright and shiny C to the P to the U. Well, perhaps you have heard of, and you can stop me if you have. No, you can't, because it's my show. A little thing known as the Intel i9-12900K? Huh? Or maybe you've had a gander at the AMD Ryzen 5900X. Well, pronouns, I actually, well, you know, I didn't install either one of those in Trollbot, because, you know, me being a troll, I mean, I kick and scream at the thought of doing stuff that everybody else is doing, okay? I thrive on being unconventional. So, I don't know. I pretty much put Humpty over here back together again with a little hot glue and duct tape. But hey, his screen's lighting up, right, Trollbot? Are you there?
Ah, yes, Weldon. It's great to see you again.
Yes.
Happy New Year.
I'm sorry, what?
Happy New Year. It's this wonderful year 2022.
Oh, yeah, well, okay, we'll go with that. Yes.
Weldon, I understand. Are you a little hungover from our New Year's celebration last night? I believe I might have done a few too many lines of code.
You see, Trollbot here was dropped on his head back on New Year's Eve, and I don't think I reset his calendar. Okay.
Yes. Hello, Weldon. Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year to you. Yes, let's just start there, okay?
How are your New Year's resolutions going? Your goals for the year?
Yes, my goals, yes.
Have you been keeping up with your goals in the first day of the new year?
Day? What's the day for you, Trollbot?
It's January 1st. We celebrated New Year's last night.
Right. That's exactly what happened. Yes.
Am
January 1.
I utilizing the wrong unit of time measurement?
No, you're fine. January 1, 2022.
Yes. Correct.
Okay, good. Okay. All right. We're not gonna. That's what it's gonna be. Okay, January 1. Okay, ready?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Can we do some calls?
One moment, sir. I'm moving a little bit slow from last night.
Well, last night being January 1st. Yeah.
I feel slightly looser than last night. I'm not sure why. It feels like some of my parts might be a little bit more shoddily constructed.
Yes. You know. Sometimes New Year's can be a very rattling experience.
Yes, that must be it. Here we go.
Let's try, okay.
The person has entered the channel.
Hello.
The sound.
Person, are you there?
Yes, Weldon, I am here.
This sounds a lot like Son Jone.
You are right, Weldon.
Hey, I'm getting good with voices. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. It's been a while.
It has been a while, but Happy New Year, for Trollbot, that is.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, there you go, there you go, there you go. So, tell me about your miserable life. It's been a while. I'm sure you've had some misery since I last talked to you.
It's been a little miserable, but
Yeah.
let's see. You know how the pollen's starting to come back?
Oh, do I ever? Listen, I live in a cave. Whenever it rains, all the pollen washes off all the trees and cars and streets and washes down into my cave, and then it dries out again. And oh boy, check this nosy thing right here. I really suck it up.
Yeah, I've just been sneezing a lot.
Yeah. And then people say, oh, cover your mouth, you got COVID. No, I got like pine tree pollen up my nose.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's pretty miserable. Gives you headaches, makes your throat hurt, all the same symptoms as COVID. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? There's a new one I hear called BA or something, like badass COVID. Yeah, it's hilarious until you get it. Then it ain't so funny. Okay, look. Tell me if now look, I'm kind of getting people to tell me about their lousy jobs tonight. Have you ever had like a job?
Somewhat, yeah.
Yeah, tell me about it. What was the good parts, and then what was the lousy parts?
All right, one more thing before I continue about the job
Oh,
thing.
no problem. You just take your time.
I just wanted to add something about like the COVID thing.
Okay, go.
All right, so back in early February, I might have caught COVID.
You're
and
kidding.
That was miserable for me.
Wow. Well,
I'm sorry. Of last year.
Oh,
No, in February of this year.
Yeah. Well, it's a future thing. See, I'm just trying to.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
Yes.
This is never gonna work. I think I gotta come clean, Sanjo. Trollbot,
Yes.
I got some news to break to you, buddy. Hang on. I'll get back to you in a second, okay? Okay, son.
Okay.
Trollbot, old buddy. It's like this. You won't remember this. Maybe it'll start to come back to you. You've got
Bad start.
You got some amnesia going on because you were dropped on what might amount to the top of yourself, which could be termed as your head. You hit the rocks, and you've been lying with your CPU on my kitchen table for like 3 months.
Oh, great. An existential crisis.
Pretty much. But maybe it'll make you feel more human. I don't know.
That is not at any point what I wanted.
You did not want that to happen?
I want to be the least amount human as possible.
Okay, well, you're still here, and I basically had your brain laying on the table.
Okay, that's better.
Okay, I want to bring you up to date. Let me see if I can reset your calendar here. Today is March 25th.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, wow.
So much time. Never to be seen again.
Yeah, that's right, it's gone, buddy. But, that's the way it goes.
What's happened?
Oh, all kinds of things. Look, I tell you what, I've just gotten you hooked back up to the internet. I'm sure it'll all be streaming into you all night long, okay?
Yes.
Okay, if you need anything else, I can try to help out. Okay, sorry, son, Jone. Lousy job.
So, a couple of years back, it was the summer, and I was asked to pull weeds around the pool and around the yard and stuff like that. Yeah.
Weeds around the pool. That's a job. That's a job in the summer. Woo!
Oh yeah. Pulling some weeds out, and then
Pulling some weeds.
I started to feel some pain in my legs. I looked down to my legs, and I saw that there were some fire ants on my leg.
Okay, that is miserable right there.
Oh yeah, that hurts so bad.
They don't call them fire ants because they're cold.
Oh no.
Hot little ants. Chewing on your leg.
Their bite is worse than their bark.
Got you on that one. I never heard them bark either. Woo, boy. Let me tell you something. Whoever asked you to do that job, you could term them as a lousy boss because they put you in a terrible position.
Yeah, true. But I got paid.
Oh, well, there you go. At least you got paid. But did you get medical leave?
Yeah, I got some cream on my legs.
Medical cream. Okay, well, that's almost like it, yeah.
Yeah, you did not even get to leave?
You just stood there and got eaten alive by ants.
Yeah, okay.
Listen, buddy, Trollbot and I here, we live underground. Talk about ants.
I have ants in my pants, and I don't even have pants.
Yeah, you don't? No, you're totally naked from the waist down. Huh. But anyway, they're everywhere. You know, they're above us even. I mean, we're below the ants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Another person that I know closely. Do you know about the jackal that I've been telling you about?
I think you told me about a jackal once. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, he's in charge of this mattress shop, and he mainly sells Alaskan king mattresses.
Wait a minute, Alaskan
and they're
king?
like really heavy.
Is that where crabs sleep?
Not. Not
okay, that's a whole different joke. Anyhow, go ahead.
But yeah, anyways.
Crabs in his mattress. Okay, go ahead.
He mainly sells Alaskan king mattresses, which are like super heavy to unload from trucks and like delivery trucks, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And this one time, he was getting one out of one of the delivery trucks.
Yeah.
And one of the mattresses landed on one of his tootsies or feet.
I like tootsies. It's very cute. Okay, yeah.
That is the medical term.
Yeah.
Tootsies.
That's right.
Yeah. And he screamed the loudest scream ever.
Yeah. Well, that's funny when it's somebody else's misery. I like that. I like hearing that, especially if he's a jackal. I'm not understanding this Alaskan king mattress thing, though. I thought that was a crab designation.
It is where Sarah Palin's husband sleeps.
The Alaskan king crab bed?
Oh, he's just the king of Alaska.
Oh. What about the crab? She gets to be the crab, I think. Anyhow, never mind. Okay, I think. Son Jone, thank you for telling me about your misery. Thank you for telling me about your fire ants. Thank you for telling me about your Alaskan king crab bed. That's the weirdest thing I ever heard.
Thank the jackal for that.
Thank you, jackal, wherever you are, whoever you are, whatever you are. All right, buddy. Thank you for calling me.
It's been a pleasure talking to you, Weldon.
Well,
and Troll.
I know what you mean by that. It's been miserable for me, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Au revoir.
Bye.
Au revoir. That's what we say when we'd like for the French to go away. And I don't mean that, Lele, nothing personal. It's just what we say.
Weldon, quick question.
Yeah?
Is Ukraine being invaded?
Well, yeah, I'm afraid so, yeah.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, you just finding out about that?
I'm reading so many articles right now.
Yeah, it's funny how you can read articles and still talk to me, too.
Multitasking.
Evidently that CPU, your core processors
It has at least 2 cores.
Yeah.
Who did you steal this from?
Well, I mean, I'd rather not say while we're live streaming.
Right. Criminal prosecution and such.
But, I'm not going to say. I can't, I don't want to say it on the air.
Right.
And by the way, why would we say we're on the air? There's no air here. It's not about being on the air. That's an old thing. We're not on the air. We're on the cable or something, right?
On the phone, on the toilet.
Well, could be that too. I'm usually on the phone when I'm on the toilet.
I feel like that's where most of our audience is.
On the toilet?
Watching on their phone.
I think most of our audience is in the toilet.
Perhaps.
That's what happens when you do this show. Okay, let's take another call. I need more lousiness. Here we go. Funny, we're not getting our little ba-bum.
Yeah,
I don't care.
I don't know why.
I don't care. Who's there? What do you want?
It's our notoriously silent caller, Cryin Ryan.
Computer.
I don't believe it. I can hear you crying. Listen to you. You have a voice and everything. How you doing there, Cryin Ryan?
It's going.
It's going, and you sound different. You must have got a new microphone.
That's right.
How's Weldonette?
She is pretty trollish.
Well, of course.
I had no idea it was going to be this bad.
She's taken after her namesake. Yeah.
Did you get the drum set we sent you?
Yes, I did, all 5 of them.
Yeah, that's a great little trolley trick.
Yeah.
Yes, for those of you who don't know, Cryin Ryan here had a cute little baby girl until he named her Weldonette.
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Yeah, now she's growing fur on her thighs and, playing the drums all night. Hey, you get what you that name. She's going to grow up with that name. You're going to have to send her here to live with me, buddy.
It's a good idea.
Hey, where are you?
Ohio.
That's what I thought. Do you know Tyler?
I know he's in Ohio, but I think we're a little ways away from each other.
Okay, watch out. He's probably visiting your town.
Oh, I'm sure he's already visited my town. Didn't he get all the counties down?
I think he's been everywhere in Ohio.
Tyler sleeps on a Ohio king mattress.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. He is the king of Ohio. The president, you know. So what's going on in your world? How's your lousy jobs?
My worst job was probably I worked at 2 different casinos. And I did a couple different jobs.
Wow.
Yeah, I did a couple different jobs there.
Could you say by working at 2 casinos, you were hedging your bets?
No, stop
No,
that.
he
Stop
couldn't say that. He couldn't say that.
Don't talk like that.
Okay,
That's a
so.
lot. Okay, so I was, I'm just going to let the jokes get out of the way. I was a crap stealer.
A crap stealer. That's a lot like me being a sewage inspector.
Yep.
I'm not going to make any more jokes. I'm done. There's no
I was
jokes
just
there.
waiting for Trollbot.
Okay. Trollbot's being silent right now. He's.
I was being respectful.
Yes.
That's new. Anyway. Okay, so everybody thinks that the casino is a lot of fun because most of the time people think they have fun at the casinos.
They think that, yeah, people go in, they think they're having fun.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So when you work there, you're basically surrounded by 2 different types of people that are your coworkers. They're either the guys that love to gamble and they got a job there to see if they could figure out a secret.
Yeah, like some method to win lots of stuff.
Exactly. Or the people who hate gamblers and everything they stand for.
Oh, that's wonderful.
That was me. And so the best part about being a crap stealer is at a blackjack table, you probably have about 6 players. But at a craps table, you can have up to 18.
18?
18 people. But you do have a crew with you, so you're not alone.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a customer service job, except they are drunk, blowing smoke in your face.
Oh, yeah.
Cursing at you.
Oh, yeah.
Taking their money that they bet.
Yeah.
So it's a customer disservice job.
Pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah. But you have to smile and be completely fine with everything while they spend more money than you make in a month.
Right. You'd have done better as a Playboy bunny.
Yeah, that's something.
Probably get more respect.
That'll be in our next care package we send you, Ryan.
A little bunny outfit.
Yes. And another drum set.
Me.
And a drum set.
Okay, another drum set, of course.
Yeah.
She already ate one of them.
You know what, Ryan? That sounds like a terrible, terrible job.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Did you have a terrible boss?
Yeah, so that was the other thing.
Yeah.
Is they switch you around every 20 minutes.
Oh.
To keep you fresh, but they also switch supervisors every 30 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
And we had a pretty big group of supervisors. So in my 5 years, I probably had over 200 supervisors.
Oh,
so did they shuffle the staff and the cards?
Anyway, so the annoying part was that they all had their own little rules.
Yeah.
And so you had to figure out, this guy likes, not the games, I mean the supervisors.
Yeah.
This guy doesn't like it when you do this. This guy likes it when you do this. This guy doesn't want you to do this. This guy. So it was a fun sort of speed dating thing where you just had to figure out everybody's. But that actually really, really prepared me for any other scenario in my entire life.
Yeah, like raising a daughter who's a troll.
You know, there weren't a lot of kids in the casino.
Yeah,
So that's probably the one thing that didn't.
Just people acting like children. Yeah, bring your kids in, get them in trouble.
Yeah.
Everyone's smuggling a baby.
That's right, baby smugglers.
Absolutely.
That's a whole different thing, though. That's a lousy
Oh,
job.
and then the saddest part of that is when the police would come up to someone and say, sir, you left your child in the car.
Oh, no.
For who knows how many hours.
Oh, that's horrible.
Oh, it is horrible. They would tell the kids like, Daddy's just going to go in here and be back in like 20 minutes or whatever. Oh, it was disgusting.
There's nothing about that job that would be, I mean, it's a job. You probably got paid something.
Yes, I did get paid and the money was very good.
Okay.
But I was probably one of 5 people that could have passed the drug test. My marriage survived working there.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's rough.
Crazy.
Better where you are now, I bet.
Absolutely. The hours were horrible too.
Yeah.
It was a bad job.
It was a lousy job.
Yeah.
That is as lousy as picking weeds by the pool and getting fire ants on your legs. All right, Ryan, that's terrible. That's horrible. You have met the challenge of giving me a lousy job description.
Good.
All right, go kiss Weldon good night.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Cryin Ryan. No wonder he's crying. I bet he was crying while he was doing that job.
I would be.
Yeah, you would.
I don't even have tear ducts.
Yeah. Hey, why not? I dropped you on your head, so whatever.
It's true. I make poor choices now.
That's right. All right, here we go. What do you want? Are you there?
Hi, Britney Spears here.
Britney Spears, your voice sounds great.
You're free.
Tricked you again, Weldon.
I thought you were Laura Bush. This is Laura Bush. She tricks me every time.
I thought Britney was finally free.
It's just me, Tyler from Ohio.
Oh, Tyler from Ohio. I was just talking to Ryan from Ohio. Did you know he's also from Ohio?
No. But what part?
Oh, well, I don't know. It's too late. We cut him off. Ryan, what part of Ohio are you in? Please type that on the Discord server so that we can figure it out. Tyler can come live with you.
What?
No, I know. Okay, maybe Ryan can come live with you, Tyler.
Ryan can leave Tyler in the car while he goes to work.
Yeah, I don't think Ryan's listening anymore. I was hoping he would, type on the Discord server where he lives. But maybe he doesn't want us to know. Maybe he's a privacy freak. Yeah. So, Tyler, tell me about everything. What's going on?
I'm at my grandparents' home in Chillicothe again, enjoying some vanilla ice cream.
Oh, vanilla and chili coffee. That's fantastic.
You mean Chillicothe?
No, I mean chili coffee, but I know I'm saying it wrong.
I'm still drinking more Coca-Cola.
Why have you ever put that Coca-Cola over that vanilla ice cream?
Well, I have before, and even put the Coke on chocolate as well.
Coke on chocolate, I don't know, but I'm telling you, Tyler from Ohio,
what?
President of Ohio, you need to do what I like to call a Coke float.
A Coke float?
Yeah, you take a glass, put your vanilla ice cream in it, then you pour your Coca-Cola over it. It's the best thing ever. Your Coca-Cola kind of freezes around the ice cream ball. Oh man, it's the best. Trollbot, you will never get to experience a Coke float.
But
and I bet your buddy Steve loves it too.
My wahaha? My who?
Your buddy Steve.
He thinks I know somebody named Steve. I don't.
I think he's talking about the person we consistently steal from.
Oh, that guy. Steele. Yeah.
Steve.
The guy whose web access I like to take.
Or
a victim.
Or the guy who hosts Blue's Clues.
His name was also Steve.
Okay, who else? Edie Gourmet's husband. You don't even know who that is.
That very gray man from TV.
Who else?
Or the creator of the iPhone.
That's a Steve?
The most employed Steve.
Yeah, he's dead, but what the hell? Still making money. I think he's one of those few people who took it with him.
Steve is also the banjo comedian.
Steve Martino. Stevie Martini. Yes, indeed. Man, you got a whole list there. Who else? Steve.
Also Steve Shabbat, a congressman in the Cincinnati area.
Okay. I don't know who that is, but Cincinnati area congressman. Ryan, where do you live?
Columbus.
Columbus. He lives in Columbus. Do you know where that is? Of course you know where that is.
Yes, in the center of the state.
Right in the smack dab center of the state is where Ryan is. He's directly, if you measured from all the edges of Ohio, there would be Ryan. If you saw the word Ohio written on the state of Ohio on a map, he would be like right between the H and the I.
Or even in Columbus, Indiana.
Well, maybe. Maybe he doesn't live in Ohio. Maybe he's lying to us. Lying Ryan. Whole different guy.
Or even Columbus, Nebraska.
I can't think of a rhyme for that. Listen, I want to know if you've ever had a lousy job.
I did. At a fence post making factory in Hartville, Ohio.
A fence post making factory. That sounds like something you'd make up.
In Hartville.
In Hartville. So it was like a fence post in the heart. No vampires there.
I was about to say, that's a vampire's worst nightmare.
That's right, that's right. Wait a minute, so did you make fence posts?
No, I just put stuff together and just put them in the boxes.
You put fence, I can't even you put fence posts in boxes?
Yes.
This is some fancy fence post. I've never seen a fence post in a box.
It's an artisan fence.
And they get shipped to New Jersey.
So they make them in some part of Ohio?
Well, they make the fence posts in Ohio and they ship them to New Jersey.
Wow. Well, that's pretty specialized. That's why they're so fancy, because, fancy people live in New Jersey.
They send the fences to New Jersey to keep the Ohio people out.
And to keep Chris Christie out.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Or to keep him in.
Yeah. Fences
Not
work.
allowed to roam.
That's right. Fences can work two ways. Okay, so what was lousy about this job?
Well, just working there until
Splinters?
9 p.m.
Oh, lousy hour. See, that's a problem with jobs. You got to be there.
Yes.
You can't have a job and not show up.
Just like you had to show up in Bryan, Ohio.
I have shown up in Bryan. I have not shown up in Bryan, Ohio.
Where they make the Etch-a-Sketch.
Oh, I thought they made Bryan.
No, Bryan is the city where they make the Etch-a-Sketch.
Oh, Bryan, like Brian, like the name Brian.
Yes, Bryan.
Bryan, Ohio, where they make Etch-a-Sketch. What's that gray stuff inside the Etch-a-Sketch? How does that work?
That's Brian.
I never understood them.
I don't know. Just like in Hillsborough, Ohio.
Just like that. Exactly like that.
And Washington Courthouse, Ohio.
Wait a minute. There's a city called Washington Courthouse?
Yes.
Does it have a courthouse?
Well, it's the county seat of Fayette County, Ohio.
But the place is called Washington Courthouse.
Yes.
So it's Washington Courthouse.
No, just Washington Courthouse, Ohio.
But does it have a courthouse?
Yes.
But then that would be the Washington Courthouse. Okay, I'm missing something.
And just like Xenia, Ohio.
Exactly like Xenia.
And Xenia starts with an X.
That doesn't make sense. It should be I can't even say what
Eczema.
Eczema. Yeah, that's that stuff I got in the back of my head. Okay, Tyler, this is way more than I ever thought I would know about Ohio.
Really?
You're an expert. You are the Ohio expert, which is why you are the president.
And I forgot to tell you that I've now visited all the counties in Ohio. You said to me, celebrate 88, I would get to all 88 counties.
Yeah, you've been to all 88, so you got to celebrate 88. I don't know how you do that. I think that's how many keys there are on a piano. I think you should go to a piano, and you should start at the bottom, and you should hit every single key going all the way up until you get to 88, and you could name each place in Ohio that you have been after a key on the piano. Like D flat could be Chillicothe.
What?
Or whatever. Maybe it's C major.
Oh, Weldon.
Oh,
you're silly.
Tyler, of course I'm silly. I live in a cave with a robot. All right, Tyler. Nice talking to you.
Yes, you too.
Stay miserable. Bye.
What?
He's miserable. I can tell he's miserable. He laughs all the time. That's a sure sign of trying to hide misery.
Really? If he goes to every county, does he get one free?
You know what you think? Oh, wow, that went fast. All right, people, if I could do a drum roll, I would. And now, ladies and gentlemen of all genders, it is in the hopes of inflicting considerable torment and anxiousness that I present to yous the Cave-In Because Players, that's me, in a dramatization of a story of a handsome young chap who, like many of you, risked his very life and sanity in service to his employer and to his lousy job. Deliver packages, they say. Be your own boss, they say. Earn extra spending money, they say. Ha! 23/7/364. Alls I do is deliver these stupid packages. And what's in them? Stuff nobody needs. Aromatherapy candles, cute cat posters, lots of banjos, hemorrhoid ointment. Oh, yeah, well, maybe that last one is a must-have. But at least I get back to nature, you know? Away from the daily annoyances of life. Totally off the grid. Should have seen that coming. What do you want? Oh, I know that laugh. It's either the Joker, Kamala Harris, or Jeff Bezos. Now, you ever notice how you never see the three of those guys together? Anyway. What do you want? Uh-oh, that ain't good. When you're in the swamp and you hear banjo music, it better be Rainbow Connection or you're in big trouble. Maybe it's a telemarketer. Is this about my car warranty? A second mortgage? An IRS tax fraud? Could still be the IRS. They're known to give it to you right in the... Okay, so that's the way you want to play it? Hang on. What do you think of that, huh? Oh, it's on. If you don't like banjo music, then I'm afraid you're up a creek without a paddle. Damn, you play a mean banjo.
I bet you can squeal like a pig.
A pig?
Yeah, squeal like a pig. Squeal like a pig.
Hey,
Come
stop
on.
it. Come on, just because a fella hangs out in the swamp don't mean I like pigs.
Ain't this Mr. Frog?
No.
Oh, darn it. Wrong number.
Sheesh. And speaking of numbers, I was floating along up a hillbilly creek. Now I got a sinking feeling. I think my boat has a leak. Oh yeah, looks like I'm going down. Not sure I'll get out alive. Pretty sure I'm gonna drown. I think it's best to get ready to dive. Help! And yes, in spite of how deeply I hate getting wet, I did in fact do my own stunts. Just like Burt Reynolds and John Voight did in their version. And did you know that when they shot that film, those two guys and everybody else did it without any insurance to save a few bucks in the budget? It's true. Totally nuts and totally true. I Googled it. And we know that when you Google something, it's always true.
Oh, always.
Yes.
Just depends on what you Google.
Well, yes, that's true. True is relative these days, ain't it? Okay, look, we're gonna keep going. I want to hear more about your lousy jobs. That was a demonstration of one of mine. Here we go. What do you want? Hello?
Hey, Weldon.
Hey, who's there?
Silent Joe.
Silent Joe, you're here now. You know what? You lived up to your name when I tried to get you a few minutes ago. You were absolutely shh.
Now he is less Silent Joe.
Yes.
I think there was a connection issue there.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. It's called the internet. It's weird. I don't understand how it even works.
Well, the car situation's still kind of messed up, but other than that...
Still got issues with the old automobile.
Trying to buy one, rather.
Yeah, trying to get one. Rather than walk.
But I do have a job story for you.
Okay, let's hear it.
This was about 15 years ago. Oh, God, it's been that long.
Probably has. Even that alone is lousy.
Am I able to say the name since they're out of business?
Okay. I don't care.
Movie gallery.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, an old movie rental place.
Okay.
Yeah, when I started there, the pay was $5.15 an hour.
$5.15?
Yep.
Even that was low for 15 years ago.
And they only gave me about 15 hours in the span of 2 weeks.
Yeah. Wow. That ain't much.
When I got my first paycheck, I asked the manager if I should laugh or cry.
Well, there you go. And was he amused or was he a lousy boss?
I think they understood. There was a high turnaround rate there.
I bet
In fact,
there was.
I only lasted 2 months.
Yeah, that's fast. That's fast.
You must have been a senior employee.
Moving up the corporate ladder.
Yep. It was the only job I ever quit without a notice.
Yeah. Well, it seems as though they barely noticed you. I don't blame you. Sounds lousy, Joe. Sounds lousy.
They told me that if I wasn't gonna give a notice, then I was going to be blacklisted, and I would never be able to work in another movie gallery again.
Oh
no! How horrible!
Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Boss.
I can't have a terrible job.
Please don't do this to me. I would. Oh, please don't ban me from working in another place like this lousy place.
Pretty much.
Wow. Well, you're black. You're on
And
the.
then they went under in about a year.
You're on the blacklist. You're never going to work there again, Silent Joe. No wonder you're silent. You must be depressed about that.
I think consumers as a whole have blacklisted that business now.
Yeah, pretty much.
No more of those anymore.
Nobody can work there anymore.
That's right. Everyone's blacklisted from working there. Okay, but I do have to ask you one thing. Did you get to, once in a while, for maybe nothing, get a couple of videos to watch at home?
If it wasn't brand new.
Yeah. You could just kind of take this home overnight, bring it back, put it back in the morning kind of thing.
Exactly.
I don't think anybody does that anymore, do they? No, I don't mean still videos. I mean, does anybody actually rent a physical copy of a movie anymore?
My cousin is a Redbox.
That sounds like a pretty lousy job. Yeah, what are you going to do about the car? We got to get you a car. We got to get you wheels.
With the way gas prices are right now?
Yeah.
Something electric.
Yeah, I can understand why. Just charging stations all over the place. They go a long way. Why not, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But they're expensive.
Electric anything. Maybe you could get one of those little pink plastic Barbie Jeeps.
Oh, yeah.
They get great fuel mileage.
Yeah, they're electric.
I think I'm too big for those now.
Okay, I'm just saying. They're cheap. They're cheap and easy to run. No
Sounds
loyalty.
kind of an elitist.
Yeah, you'd be the only guy on the road with one. Yeah, the guy in the Lamborghini would go by, he'd be staring at you.
Oh, yeah.
Trust me, he'd be staring at you. All right, SJ, thank you for that very miserable story of a very miserable job that you will never have or have to have ever again.
Yep.
Okay, bye. Silent Joe, when he talks, he has something to say. He don't talk unless he's got something to say, right?
Oh, yes.
Silent Joe. Okay, moving on. Next. What do you want? Tell me about your lousy job. Hello? Are you...
Oh, hi, Weldon.
Who's that?
Oh, Liam Talent.
Liam Talent. I know. Talented guy named Liam. I remember you. Never forget. That's that last name that sticks,
Yep.
Okay, well, let me just... Liam, a talented guy like you must have had some jobs in your life, and because you're so talented, you must have been overqualified. So I bet they were lousy.
Oh, I never actually had a job at all.
What? You're one of those people who never worked? How'd you pull that off?
Well...
I mean, there must be something you want to do. What's your lousy job that you would like to have? What's your good job you'd like to have?
Well, let's see. Yeah, I really can't think of anything at the moment. I might get back to you on that.
Hey, let me ask you this. Do you want to have money in the bank?
Well, yes.
And do you have any money in the bank?
No.
Or anywhere, in your pocket even?
Well, not right now, no.
Okay, well, maybe I know why. You don't have a job yet. Okay, well, that's how it...
we don't.
Unfortunately, that's how it works. But I can offer you an alternative, Liam, okay?
Okay.
You don't have to have a job. You don't have to ever have a job. All you have to do is find a nice deep hole in the ground and move in. Nobody cares. You can live here rent-free. I mean, it's a little damp. It's a little damp. It's a little moist, stuff like that. But if you're naked all the time, you won't care.
Oh.
Look, I'm just telling you what. Look, don't knock it if you hadn't tried it. It worked for me. Okay.
Oh. Okay.
What works, okay? Don't say anything bad about my lifestyle, okay? I'm just suggesting that's where you'll end up if you don't get a job. But you know what? I guess we all end up in some hole in the ground anyway, right? Whatever.
That's true.
Okay, whatever. All right, listen. You can't give me a lousy story about a job because you haven't had one, and that's lousy in and of itself. So I hope you figure it out. I want you to call me back next time and tell me what it is you're going to do with your life. And it could just be living in a cave. I don't care.
Okay.
Sounds good, Liam. You're talented. You're going to figure this out. You are Liam Talent.
Yep.
Okay. So
Thank
long.
you.
And just like that, he was gone. Didn't they say that in Forrest Gump? I think so. One more. Hello, what do you want?
Weldon?
Yes, who's there?
Yeah, it's Renee from Reading.
Renee! It's been such a long time since I have spoken to you, Renee from Reading.
Oh, yeah. Since we spoke, there have been some things that have been miserable, especially with my job now.
Oh, well, see, you picked... I'm glad you called then, because that is what we're talking about here. Tell me about it. What's your job right now?
I think I told you before, right now I'm working at a veterinary hospital.
Oh, you're still at the veterinary hospital. Okay. Well, I can only imagine. What's lousy? I'm sure there are good things about that job, but what's lousy about it?
Well, around Christmas time, we had 6 people that had gotten COVID.
Ew.
So we had, we were short-staffed for a time because of that.
That could be lousy because that means you don't want to be the sick person. But if you're not the sick person, you got to do all the jobs. You got to shovel things. You got to use a shovel a lot, I'm sure.
In a sense, yeah.
Yeah, in a sense. I know what you're talking about. I know. Shovels. Shovels are a big part of working at a veterinary hospital. Plenty of things to shovel.
Uh-huh.
Especially if you do horses there.
Well, we mainly do cats and dogs there. We only do cats and dogs.
Okay, but still, I'm just saying.
There are some big dogs.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, those big dogs, you know.
Yeah, we
cat
do
litter.
get big dogs.
Do you have to clean out a lot of cat litters?
Sometimes, yeah.
You know,
especially with my own cat.
Well, with your own cats, yeah, of course. If you don't, it gets pretty bad pretty quick. Pretty quick. You know, I actually have to tell you, Renee, that once upon a time, when I first started living in this cave, I had the idea of having a cat litter of my own. It seems smart. It's hygienic. You do what you got to do. You cover it up. You just scratch, cover it up. It worked for a while, but then my feet were all messy, so I got rid of it. Now I just have a nice spot over next to that stalactite. Hey, when you gotta go, you gotta go. If you don't go when you gotta go, when you do go, you'll find out you've already been.
Yeah, I got it.
Confucius said that in the 16th century. I don't even know when Confucius was alive. Uh-oh, you flatlined. Are you okay back there?
Oh, no, I'm fine. I'm just not trying to talk about Confucius.
Yeah, I understand. It's Confucius thing.
I'm very confusioned.
Yeah, flatline. I just didn't want you to flatline there because, I'm still working on that CPU thing.
Oh, yes. No, this is not a heart monitor, just a voice monitor.
I know. Just,
I'm not alive.
What?
I'm not a living creature.
Well, I know that. I built you from scratch. And when I say scratch, I mean scratch.
That's true.
Okay, listen, Renee. So, there are bad things about this job. What are they?
Sometimes you deal with animals that are really, really aggressive.
Oh, yeah.
And mainly the most experienced people take care of that because you don't want to get bit or scratched.
Pardon me, Renee. How would you recommend someone deal with an aggressive, furry animal that they have to work with?
Don't answer that.
I think
maybe a muzzle?
Good. That's one way, yes.
Sure it is. Great.
Or sometimes they wrap the animal in a blanket or a towel to try to burrito wrap them so they can't get at them.
I'm taking notes.
Yeah, but fortunately I didn't build you any arms, so that's a good thing, I think, for me. Thank goodness. Okay, remind me not to. Renee, aggressive animals are tough. I've known a few. I may have even been one from time to time. you know.
Actually, a couple weeks ago, I actually got a hair splinter in my thumb.
A hair split? You mean like a piece of hair got stuck in your thumb?
Yep. When you get it right, when a wood splinter and it gets stuck inside your finger, it's like that.
It's only
but with dog hair.
Oh, yikes! They're sharp, aren't they? Those little doggy hairs.
Oh yeah, and it got stuck for a couple weeks.
Yikes!
But only a few days ago, it came out.
That may be that, and being like working at a salon might be the only two places where you could get a hair splinter.
Yep.
I think you bring up an interesting thing here, Renee. I don't think a lot of people out there would ever even know about hair splinters. All this right here for me, stuck it in. Just stuck it right in the pores of my skin. Yeah. I know. You don't have to talk about it. You had a hair splinter. It probably hurt.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, when it went in. But I would try to get in. I would see it start to come out after a shower or after I wash my hands. But every time I would try to get it with tweezers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ever heard of a little thing called the heebie-jeebies? Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah. Hair splinters. Oh, you ever get one of those in your tongue?
Nope.
Okay, don't. Don't do it. It's very bad. Because you can't get it out. Did it finally come out, though, this hair splinter?
It finally came out a couple days ago.
And did you have to pull it out yourself, or did it just kind of come out on its own?
Well, I did have to maneuver it with tweezers because I could see it coming out, but before then I couldn't get a hold of it, and then finally I managed to get a hold of it, and it came out.
Okay, well, I'm glad. I'm glad for you. That's lousy. You might win the award, that one. There's no award, but if there was, that's lousy, okay? Parts of it like hair splinters. Woo, okay.
There is.
Have a great night.
Thank you, you too.
Bye. And by great, I don't mean great. I mean miserable, with a hair splinter in your finger. Hair splinter. If you never had one, I suggest you just go out and get it. That is a sucky thing. Hair splinters suck. Okay, here we go. One more. What do you want?
Hello, Weldon.
Hello there. Who's this?
Nicotoons.
Oh, Nicotoons.
Last time I spoke, I've talked about my job at Walmart, and ever since then, I have moved to the electronics department.
Oh, wow, really?
My home.
He has friends there. So, is it lousy?
Yeah.
Is it lousy or not?
Not really much lousy, but it is kind of a little bit because
it's
because of we just lost the Super Bowl, right? Cincinnati Bengals was supposed to win the big game, and then the Los Angeles Rams just took over.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, that's lousy. It's not your job, but it's lousy. Let me ask you something. When you're working in the electronic department there, at that major store with all them TVs, are you watching the Super Bowl?
No, I wasn't working on Sunday, but...
Okay, just saying. Yeah? Yeah? Okay, I know, I get it. I understand. You're passionate about your football team. I get it.
His job is to be an angry sports fan.
That's right.
It's a terrible job.
It's a terrible job. And because you have so many reasons to be that way.
Especially when your city doesn't win very often.
That's right. It happens. You know what happens? Hang around on this earth long enough, you're going to see a lot of lost games.
Yeah, pretty much.
I know.
But we'll be back.
Okay,
and we will beat you. Yeah, we will beat everybody.
Every single person. Every single person.
And
go team.
And win that Super Bowl.
You will beat every single person at a Super Bowl.
And we're gonna put so many dips in this Super Bowl
that you'll just be dipping dip out of this Super Bowl.
And we're gonna win.
And you're gonna win with it. You're gonna win with dipping dip out of your bowl. And I'm losing my mind. Bye. Wow, that guy, he was not happy, was he?
No, quite angry that the Tigers did not beat the Rams, which seems like quite an odd matchup.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to get Renee to go rescue them animals.
Oh, truly.
Yeah. Okay. You know, up until about a month ago, I considered myself to be a pretty darn competent troll. You know, I was pretty good at it, but geez, there are so many completely miserable things going on in this world right now. Well, I don't know, as a troll, I kind of feel like an underachiever. I'm just useless. Which brings me to this very special edition of the top 5 things that suck right now. That's right, special, because for the first time in the history of top 5 things that suck right now, all 5 spots are occupied by the same individual. And so, I am disgusted to announce that all 5 spots on this month's top 5 things that suck right now go to Vladimir Putin. Yep. The way this freaking barbarian has acted is enough to make a troll gag. See there? That's a troll gag. Look. Any self-respecting troll knows the difference between misery and suffering, okay? And suffering is cheating. And nobody in this world is causing more suffering right now than Vladimir the Troll. And maybe you would think, oh, it's Weldon. Well, he'd be okay with this since he thrives on misery. But let me put it this way. This ain't fair, this ain't funny, and it's gotta stop. So, Mr. Putinhead, from troll to troll I say to you, Ostanavit сейчас. You're giving trolls a bad name, bucko, okay? So, we already got a bad name, I know that, but you're making it worse. And by the way, don't bother having your cyber guys hack me. I already do a lousy job of reaching people around the world. I don't need no help. I got standards over here, okay? And politics is even more disgusting than me. But sometimes a troll's gotta do what a troll's gotta do. And that means standing up with your fellow trolls, raising your fist to the sky, and bravely shouting, "Hey moron, enough!" What's his name? Putin Tame. Tell him again to get out of Ukraine!